internally you don't care about what 8 billion other people say, you have it, and you're going to do it. Whatever is important to you, where your heart is, there is the mind. Where the mind is, so where the intention is, there is the energy. Where the energy is, there's the creation. So, if your heart is hanging on something, but your actions are doing something else, that just means your energy and what your heart really wants, they are not merging at all. So the universe doesn't know, what do you want? What should the universe give you now? So for me, it's all about alignment. What I feel inside aligns with what I talk, it aligns with what I think, it aligns with what my actions do, it aligns optimally with the proper circumstances. And when everything is aligned, then the energy can just flow. Then it just flows and it just happens. Everybody, no matter where they are, is able to transform something about himself or herself. It's just about the understanding that, first of all, it's possible. Second of all, there are methods how to do it. And third of all, you don't need to wait for anybody to come into your life in order to start it. So the message is, there is a big part that you have in your own hands. And there's a big other part you don't have in your hands. And I'm just saying, maybe it would be good to focus your energy into the things that are 100% based on your own energies and your own actions. Yeah. It's nice, it is exciting, it's beautiful, it's great to be able to immerse yourself from time to time into the possibilities of what this world has given to us. But it's not the most important. So the approach for me would be, first of all, find yourself. Simply said, be content, be full, wake up and already be ready. Waking up and knowing everything you need, here it is. That's it. Now, whatever comes during the day doesn't really matter, because you know that this, it's there, it's full, it's complete. You have been complete already. And with this completeness of yourself, then now you can engage in the things. You can enjoy your time. That is not a problem, because you know already the basics or the foundation of your life. It's here. It's stable. It's stable. It's solid. You cannot shake it. It's there. But then now, going here, going there, doing this, doing that, is all not a problem. So that is also the misinterpretation that people say, yeah, so should I not do the things that are available today? Should I not go on the beach if I like to go on the beach? Buy a nice car if I like to buy a nice car? Jump from the parachute if I like to jump? I didn't say that. What I'm saying is, if your satisfaction about life, your fullness of life is dependent on these things, then it's a problem, because they will not be available to you at all times. The availability of these things is not because of what you want, it's because of how the circumstances are. And so the idea is, find yourself, build yourself up, invest in yourself, make yourself stable, figure out your place in the world, and afterwards, when this is established, now enjoy the world. This is what I'm saying. It's the lack of energy itself. The lack of energy resulting mainly out of the fact that too many people are sitting too much. There is too much work, meanwhile, being done in this world, where their daily week, their daily month, is consisting of sitting. There is no physicality inside there anymore, where you could actually channel your energies and express them in some way, getting the energy to express itself from time to time. So what does the energy do? Instead of flowing and nourishing the body, it gets stuck sometimes. Because of the sitting, it just also gets stuck and then goes maybe into your head or goes to wherever it goes and creates all type of problems. Mental problems, emotional problems, physical problems. But many of these things simply because of the lack of motion, the lack of using the body. If the one would have the idea that we are supposed to come to this world and just sit in our room and do all our thinking work and create a life by thinking, well, then maybe life would look like this. But we have been giving hands and arms and feet and all of these things, I think, because it's different to touch the earth, it's different to touch the tree, it's different to touch the water, it's different to walk, it's different to jump, it's different to run, it's different to swim, than just like looking at all these things on the screen. How a tree looks, how the water looks, whatever. So that means this digitally based consumption, instead of the real deal, the real simple stuff, going out of the house and step on the grass, this is what is creating a big shift for the mental states, I think. Yeah. If something is really important in your life, then your lifetime should go a lot into that direction. If your mind is focused, your actions that you do are not lazy actions, they also fit together. I really think there is no secret behind. If you put in the work and the circumstances are also right, and you put in the energy and the determination and your heart hangs behind it, for me there is no reason to not say it's gonna happen. As simple as this. So when something was important to me, I kept going, and if the day was long, I had a long time to practice. If you want to see it bad, it's going to be bad. But if the circumstances right now are like this, and with the mindset which is in your hands, you can still transform it somehow, the highest transformation can happen. And this is, I think, the value. This is why I like so much in the Buddhist teachings. Number one sentence is, with our thoughts we create the world. The circumstances are not going to change. What happened to you is not going to change. But dependent on how you are tuning your thoughts, something about it is going to change. This is why the power of the mind is so important. Because it is ultimately outside there, the wars, everything is not going to change. Because it's not dependent on what you want. You can only determine what is going to be the consequence of what comes to you. How will you transform it? Will you let it stuck inside of you and it slowly eats you up from the inside? Or do you make something different about it? And this is based on the thoughts, on the mental redirectioning of yourself. Yeah. It's about fullness. It's about how full do you feel. If somebody wakes up every morning without any goal, without any purpose, but feels just fulfilled, no need for purpose. But I think in the modern society, we find it probably a phenomena. You have everything, more or less. Wake up, but there is this discontentment. Don't know what to do with your time. Don't know the sense of, I don't know. And then I think it would make sense to add, just as a motivator, it makes sense to give your life a purpose. Also meaning you're not searching for it. In the first stage, don't need to search for it, meaning, what is my purpose? You have to ask the question, but you don't necessarily search for it. First is you give your life a purpose. So you can say you put yourself a mission statement. First thing is just you need to keep going. You need to do something in order to make use of the lifetime that has been given to you. But along this way, things are going to change. There will come the period you do, and then you realize all the doing actually brought nothing, so maybe you will return back to, it's about the non-doing, and then you do nothing again. But then at the same time you realize, yeah, but with all the non-doing, I know I could do actually much more. Then you start doing again. And along this way, you're going to figure out the middle way for you to live. It's both of them. It's not about being active all the time, and it's also not about being passive all the time. It's about being present in all of these times.
How do we keep going when we lose hope?
Either you have very strong personalities next to you that realize you're about to lose hope, and that's why they keep pushing you, which means that's why it's good to sometimes have a brotherhood or a sisterhood, or somebody you are very close to, people they can sense, they know when your motivation is down, and you cannot get up by yourself, that's why you have them. Then they come and help you. It's good to have sometimes a bond like this. The second thing is, if somebody is losing hope already, maybe the vision that gives the hope is not strong enough. Hope dies at last. I really think so in a way too. But if the hope dies too early, before that, that was not hope. That was maybe an idea that you have. Maybe it was like a motivating thought that you had, but it was not hope. Hope is really, really deeply embedded, where internally you don't care about what 8 billion other people say. You have it, and you're going to do it. In my way of seeing the things, it's about understanding that this world that we are living in, simply expressed, there's always an exchange between the left side and the right side, the bad side and the good side, the negative and the positive, the pessimistic and the optimistic. That's why for me, those two, they always belong together. And it is normal for me that sometimes circumstances are bad, but I also know, at the moment, but it's an exchange. Sooner or later, it will be also becoming good again. Now I'm a little bit depressive, but it's gonna change. Same way is, now everything is positive. But I know it's gonna change. Things are changing. Nothing ultimately stays as it is. So that's why I'm not sure if it is a positive mindset that I would propagate. My mindset would be that you are neither stuck in a negative one, but you're also not stuck in a positive one. So your perspective, your mindset would be one that at all times always sees actually the exchange of this one and this one. And sometimes, out of circumstances, out of whatever reasons, sometimes it's more based upon here. But then you also know, just a question of time, I move here. So to understand the interplay of these two and accept it actually that also the negative part is part of my life. As long as I also take care that it doesn't stay for a too long time in my life, I can have my bad days. Because to push yourself in having positive thoughts, be optimistic, can also sometimes be like you see people do it, but you can feel they're not. Outside, everything is like from the behavior, they behave like everything would be great life, but I can see inside it's not. That's also not the case. You have to be as you are, based with all two forces. It's just that stay calm, nothing stays as it is. See the interplay always of both forces. And then get calm about it and regulate it. And then somewhere along the line, maybe it becomes balanced then. In Buddhist teachings, we say it is impossible to become happy, satisfied, free on your own. Why? Because you are connected. So there is only one way to really sustainably remain somehow in peace. And that one is to look for a way that we all are connected and share what we have. Either we all succeed or we all fail. That's it. But it's not possible that an individual within a society succeeds alone and the others suffer. Then the conflict is embedded already in the core of this approach. In my view about the world, I believe in cause and effect. Simply meaning you plant an orange seed, you get an orange tree. You plant an apple seed, you get an apple tree. How did I become the way how I am today? I am the effect. Who is the cause? My parents. So why can I be here? Why are we able to talk? Because of my parents. And everything that you can trace back, thanks to my parents, that's why there is gratitude. Why can I do in the martial art field the things that I can do? Because I had teachers that taught me the things. Gratitude to all of the people, all of the masters and teachers that taught me these skills, taught me these methods. The friends, the ones why you are still a person today who believes in hope, who believes in keep going, who believes in friendship, who are the key persons that you nowadays still have it. Well, gratitude to all these companions that you have met in your lifetime. So everybody will find plenty of people or beings, also animals, no problem, where you feel like that without them, you would have never become the person you are today. And the ultimate gratitude is, I think, once again, to this one who allowed everything to happen. And this is why I don't know if you call it the universe, if you would want to call it the nature, different nations, different cultures, different names. But there is probably something that we cannot just give a name, but without it, we would all not be here. And so there also goes a huge amount of gratitude towards life itself. Being able to live, being able to see colors, being able to speak, being able to listen to things. Simply said, be content, be full, wake up and already be ready. Waking up and knowing everything you need, here it is. Should I not do the things that are available today? Should I not go on the beach if I like to go on the beach? Buy a nice car if I like to buy a nice car? Jump from the parachute if I like to jump? I didn't say that. What I'm saying is, if your satisfaction about life, your fullness of life is dependent on these things, then it's a problem, because they will not be available to you at all times. When I set myself a goal that I really want to have, I have no doubt about it. I only need to have patience. I need to be clear and calm to really figure out the proper plans, how to do. And then, meanwhile, there is no doubt in that sense, because I feel if I really want something, the energy must be there. My mind must be there. If my mind is there, my energy is there. In Buddhist teaching, number one is about you yourself become suffer-free, first of all, for yourself. And second one is develop the compassion to help other people, other beings, not just humans, to get along the same path for personal liberation. So why is that compassion so important? Because ultimately we are connected.
What do you think is the key to living authentically?
First of all, the possibility that you are able to observe yourself. If you can't see yourself, if you cannot observe your own actions, observe what is it that's going on the mind, then it's really difficult to make a differentiation between, are you authentic now or are you not? Yeah? Are you lying to yourself or are you not? So number one step is you need to be able to observe yourself. Second one is you need to be able to criticize yourself. So if at all times you always say, I'm the best, there's nothing I can improve myself in, I'm almost godlike, so then there is no development coming. But now exactly those two things that I mentioned, observing yourself and then being able to criticize. Number one, you need awareness in order to do the observation. And number two, you need strength to take the criticize that you give to yourself. Awareness and strength. And this is the reason why it is so good to have physical exercises integrated into your lifestyle, that all the time are having these two areas embedded into the training already. This is also the approach that I'm trying to promote, that everything can be changed by the way how our mind is looking at ourselves and into the world. It's all about the mind. It's all about the mind. But in order to change the mind, we need something. Awareness and strength, for example. How do you get to strength? How do you make the mind stronger? How do you make that yourself become more aware? We cannot just sit and wish, okay, I want to be more aware. I want to be more strong. No, we need an additional instrument in order to be able to cultivate it. And this instrument is the body. For me, it's the body. So by using the body and putting your body into a challenging position, into a challenging exercise, that is why now, because your body is shaking, because your body is under stress, this is now why we have the chance to improve the mind. Because now it's the mind power that can determine what your body should do and should not do. This is that relationship. At the end of the day, it's about the mind power that we want to have. But we need the body to cultivate everything that we would like to have there. I also think that this is that specialty maybe about the various teachings that are existing, because many of them are maybe study-based, book-based, I don't know what based. And at least this way of what we try to share, it's physical and mind-based. But the physical part is just the entrance. You have some mindset where challenge is not an obstacle for you, where difficulties in life is nothing that stops you, but a challenge in life, a conflict that comes up. Everything that makes you feel uncomfortable at the first glance, it's nothing that is depressing you. It is something where you actually realize that is the next area of my growth. Because it's heartbreaking, because it is so heartbreaking, because it goes so deep, it carries the potential for the highest transformation.
What is a healthy relationship?
I'm not only talking about human relationships. I'm not talking about love relationships only. There can be many types of relationships. First that just comes to my mind is, in order that there is a type of relation, that means there must be already at least more than two components involved. These components then have a connection. This is number one. If there is no connection, it's difficult to determine any type of relation between them. So first we need a connection. That connection can mean that feeling-wise maybe, based on the emotional, on the feelings, on your emotional states, maybe there is something that is in resonance, which means there is something that two beings have in common. That's why it's resonating. So if this type of connection is already there, then I think it's a good starting point. On the other side, what can also happen is that in the mind, you are having a desire for something, but the feeling is not one of connection that you have there. In the mind, it says, yes, I want, but feeling-wise, it's not there. So this is for me not a good starting point. How do I know if a relationship can develop into a healthy way? I think you must directly start right from the beginning. If the feeling with which you have entered into this relation, no matter what type, if there is resonance. Of course, we think we know what we want. The question is that what you want, does it fit to what another person wants? What you want, does it fit together what like your dog wants? And if there is no basic, if there is no way that you can connect, and after the connection, what is happening then? Exchange. Exchange, giving and taking. Meaning also, if within one type of connection, if one type of relationship, the flow is always one directional, it's not going to work. So after connecting, after resonance, then the question is, how do you see the flow of exchange within this bond? And if it is a healthy flow where nothing is stagnating, there is a giving and a taking. From times this can change, but it's there. So there is flow. Then I think a relationship can develop in very nice directions.